Hey everybody, my name is Super Tamer and I'm going to show you how to prepare for Tier 1 and Tier 2 Node War. Please like and subscribe if this video helps you. Starting out with a little bit of introductory knowledge, Tier 1 and Tier 2 Node Wars are capped in AP, damage reduction, evasion rate percentage, damage reduction percentage, accuracy rate percentage, resistance, and special attack evasion percentage. In order to find the caps for these, all you have to do is open the map. You're going to go to Node War information on the top right, and you're going to scroll to whatever node your guild is dropping on. In this case, we've been dropping on Ibalab Oasis every Friday, so I'm going to use that for reference. On a simple note, if the stats on here are green, that means that you exceed the cap. If the stats are red, it means that your hidden stats are under the cap, and you may need to get more gear. For Tier 1, completing season and using full Pen Tavala is more than enough. For evasion rate limit and accuracy rate limit, those are based on the class that you're playing, and they're increased by skills and skill add-ons, so don't be surprised if you're not meeting cap on those. Human damage counts towards total AP for capped Node Wars, so stacking human damage will not be effective. Now that we understand how the caps work, we're going to look at all of the special attack percent damage that you're going to want, as it will give you damage past the cap of the Node War. First, you're going to want to go to an NPC in Trent named Mandolf, where you can buy 2 Chimera's pupil gems, as well as a Kaia necklace. The Chimera's pupil gems are earrings that give 10% down attack damage each, and the Kaia necklace gives 10% back attack. Once you have all of these, you have 2 options. You can either run a full elixir rotation or an elixir of indignation. The elixir rotation, which I'll post a picture of right here, gives 17% to all special attack damage modifiers, meaning everything from down attack to critical hit to back attack. The elixir of indignation only gives 12%, but is cheaper and much better than using nothing. As for crystals, you can adjust a few things from what I have in here, but in general, you want it to look something like this. The reason that we're using Macalods in this is because stamina is not capped, but if you can't make the HP cap for whatever reason, you might be better off using Hooms. But stamina, for the most part, is the most useful stat after percent damage. At bare minimum, I would recommend using 2 Corrupt Magic Crystals, Glorious Olucus, and Akrad, because they both give attack and casting speed percentage, Brutal Decimations for the back attack damage, and 2 special attack evasion crystals to meet the cap. For artifacts, I would use either Black Spirit Rage if you're a BSR class like Valk, Zerker, or another class like that, or Stamina artifacts if you're not. But the Lightstone combination you should generally be using is target openings if you can. If you don't have a strike, then you can go with another percent damage set like Behind the Shadows, which uses back attack, and it should be fine. The critical hit damage will be more effective, but it's not that big of a difference. You always want the best Alchemy Stone that you can afford, but if you don't have a good Alchemy Stone or a Vel's Heart, you can use the Ator's Power Stone, which is the reward for completing the Olakita questline. For food, you should be running an exquisite cron meal, and you most likely won't need church or villa buffs unless you need them to hit cap for whatever reason. Once you're done with your gear set, check again to see if you still meet the cap with the Chimera's pupil gems and Kaia necklace, and then you're almost ready. The final buff that you're going to need is Carolin's crit buff, which is located in Heidel at the NPC Carolin. You don't get this until right before the Node War starts, like a minute before the Node War starts. And if you don't have Amity with her, just wave at her for a bit until a chat window comes up called Caroline's Kindness, and that'll give you 10% critical hit damage for 30 minutes. That's all there is for gear, but before you go into war, there's still a few more things that you need to grab. You always want to have polished stone on you during a Node War, as this is what you use to repair your fort after it gets damaged. This scales with your life skills, so the higher your life scaling level, the faster you can repair the fort. Strong guilds will have almost everybody tapping at once in an emergency. Your GM or officers should be able to give you an allowance in the guild that lets you buy from the guild shop. I usually just buy stun traps, but flame traps can be very useful in endgame on T1 because of the capped HP. Once you have your polished stone and traps, the last thing that you need is a Trina demolition axe to destroy forts and structures. You're going to want to get it to at least try to be effective in war, and you can check out my guide for that on how to get it in the description below. I hope this video helped you. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments or a topic for another video guide that you'd like me to do. I put a lot of work into this, so please don't forget to like and subscribe.